Take your brain from feeling like this to this in minutes. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm guessing nearly all of you have at least tried to meditate in the past to some degree. However, if you're here watching this, you will likely feel there's some room for improvement. In this video, I'll cover 3 new meditation techniques you may have never tried before that can help you take your meditation practices to the next level and truly achieve a calm state. The more regularly and the more deeply you meditate, the sooner you will find yourself acting always from a center of peace. Perfection isn't what we're after. We just want to feel calm and peace and self-love and just get out of our own heads and feel present in the moment. We are living energy fields. Our bodies are composed of energy-producing particles constantly in motion. So like everything and everyone in this universe, we are vibrating and creating energy. For many, the concept of energy fields within our body sounds more of a spiritual thing. However, researchers have known for a long time now that our thoughts and behaviors affect the rhythms within inside our bodies. Anxious thoughts trigger stress hormones, which elevate your heart rate, and they've also been known to upset your stomach and your digestive tract. Many believe that it's possible to speed up or slow down vibrations at a cellular or even atomic level simply by changing our thoughts, behaviors, or surroundings. A few years back, I was completely overwhelmed by just life, the stresses of life, and even my own thoughts that I reached a breaking point. Instead of self-medicating or checking myself into a mental facility, I checked in with myself, and meditation became my lifeline. At the time, I felt this built-up tension throughout my entire body. It was centered in my core, and I felt it all the way to my fingertips. It was physically restricting and sometimes made it hard for me to even breathe. And this tension just felt constant. What's interesting is at first, all I wanted to do was just escape these feelings just for a couple of hours. But where my meditation journey ended up taking me was completely unexpected. As I began to meditate for 15 or 20 minutes a day, I did feel peace and I did feel calmer, but I started experiencing a lot of other benefits as well. I felt my brain enter this flow state, releasing pressure from my body. It almost felt like my body started to just fix itself. At first, it all started with my stomach. A lot of my stomach issues drastically improved. My sleep got a lot better. My libido got a lot better. My memory and just my wit improved. I generally felt a lot happier and more connected with those around me. Even my skin, I felt, started to look better and cleared up. Meditation isn't weird unless you make it weird, but it can be cool if you make it cool. So here are 3 ways to turn meditation into a life-improving tool. Number 1, set your mind free. Meditation is not about feeling a certain way. It's about feeling the way you feel. Start by setting a 10-minute timer and laying down. You can do this sitting, but I prefer laying down to be completely relaxed. This practice is about relaxing the body and letting your mind wander. Take off the leash and let your mind go. Think of yourself as a viewer of your own brain and emotions, like watching a TV screen of your thoughts. Stay detached and curious about what your brain will think of next and the emotions those thoughts will bring. If your brain starts focusing on the ringing in your ears, acknowledge it. My brain is noticing that. Don't try to shift the thought. Wait for it to naturally drift to something else, like the ticking of a clock or maybe a memory from work. If a negative emotion arises, acknowledge it. My brain is remembering this, and I notice the emotion of worry or stress. View any thought or emotion with my brain is focusing on that. For negative emotions, think my body is feeling sad or stress or worry. Just acknowledge it and wait for your brain to move on naturally. If you notice your heartbeat or the discomfort of your leg, just tell yourself, my body is noticing that. Don't try to control your thoughts. Simply observe them. Be curious about them. Sometimes your brain will get wrapped up in the thought and start to bring you, the viewer, into the thought to the point where you lose focus and forget you're even meditating. Remember to keep distance from your thoughts and feelings during this practice. You are the viewer. Simply observe them. This practice reduces the power of negative thoughts and emotions. We're not inviting or rejecting them. We're simply alive and feeling them. Be curious about what your brain does next. Let each thought and emotion in, and let it stay as long as it needs. Your brain might jump quickly from thought to thought, or it might dive really deep into a stressful one. Just notice each thought and its accompanying emotion. Let your body and mind dwell on any topic as long as they need, and until they're ready to move on. Sometimes your brain cannot let go of something because it's about a task or something you forgot to do. For that reason, keep a note open on your phone or a notepad and a pen nearby, so that way you can pop out of the meditation to write down the note and then return to meditation. That way you don't expend any energy on any one thought. Everything in this meditation should be from the viewer's perspective. Simply acknowledge and feel. When you finish this practice, you should feel calm and more in control of life. Number 2, walk and observe. When your world moves too fast and you lose yourself in the chaos, introduce yourself to each color of the sunset. Reacquaint yourself with the earth beneath your feet. Thank the air that surrounds you with every breath you take. Find yourself in the appreciation of life. Start with a 10-minute walk and avoid music for this particular meditation. As you walk, cultivate love and gratitude for everything that you experience. If you can feel gratitude, then you can turn this into a really powerful meditation. Focus on the 4 senses: feeling, seeing, hearing, and smelling. Everything in this particular meditation will be accompanied with an effort to breathe deep and purposefully. Begin by feeling the breeze against your face. Acknowledge it and feel gratitude for it. Is the breeze moving your hair? Is it cold? Is it warm? Notice all the sensations that come with this. After a minute, shift your focus to a different sense. For example, the smell is in the air. Try not to judge, just acknowledge and feel gratitude. Next, focus on the colors. Notice all the different shades, the contrasts. Try to find beauty in everything that you see. Next, focus on plants and bugs and all living things, and try to feel gratitude for the role that they play in this world. Lastly, focus on sounds. Whether it's a loud exhaust in the distance, a neighbor's dog barking, kids playing, or the sound of your shoes on the concrete. Just listen, notice, and feel gratitude. The point here is to feel totally present, focusing on your 4 senses: feeling, seeing, hearing, and smelling. Avoid any thoughts that take you away from this present moment. Just breathe deep, relax, and don't set any expectations for this meditation. Just being present will reveal things to you that have seemingly been hidden in plain sight all this time. Look around as if everything is new, and find art in everything. Even if your current surroundings are less than ideal, focus on what is beautiful and what you can appreciate. By being present, you'll discover many things that you've never noticed, even if you've passed by them hundreds of times before. Number 3, block breathing. Nowhere can a man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. You can do this without music, but I prefer to find a meditation playlist without words and listen to it while doing this practice. Sit comfortably on a pillow to support your lower back. Sit in the middle of the room. Cross your legs and let them touch the floor. If you need back support, feel free to sit in a chair. Place your hands in Gyan Mudra. You can also place your hands up to receive energy or down to release built-up energy and ground yourself. In this position, pretend there is a string attached to the top of your head, pulling you upwards. This will help you find a sitting position that is upright without putting too much tension on your back. Begin to box breathe. This is where you breathe in deeply for 4 seconds, Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Do this for a few minutes and gradually increase to 5-second blocks as you feel ready. If you feel comfortable, increase the block to 6-second segments. Focus on your breath, and if your mind drifts, gently bring it back. Each time you do this meditation, focus exclusively on your breath. You can choose to focus on the cool air entering and the warm air exiting, the sound your breath makes, the movements of your clothes against your body, or the rise and fall of your chest. Pick whatever feels easiest for you. The key here is to not get frustrated. When your mind drifts, which it will, simply acknowledge the thought, send gratitude and love to it, and gently bring your focus back to the breath. If during this practice you feel that there's levels of stress or anxiety that persist, you can choose to not push those feelings away and try this instead. Try gently focusing on those feelings and simply acknowledge them and feel gratitude and send love towards those emotions. And you'll notice that as you stop fighting the anxiety and the stress, it gives less power to them and they'll slowly dissipate. As they do, simply return your focus back to the breath. The goal of meditation is not to get rid of thoughts or emotions. The goal is to become more aware of your thoughts and emotions and learn how to move through them without getting stuck. I challenge you to meditate for 15 minutes a day. You'll feel happier, healthier, more connected, and present. Meditation is like going to the gym. At first, it's awkward and you don't feel like anything is happening, but stick with it and you will get results. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, and consider subscribing. It'll help others find my content as well. Until next time, thanks for watching. Stay thick on top.